Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Duke's offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, they're after him! Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got the tight end outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play here.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. The Blue Devils. First down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the Tigers and Jayhawks just can't get along, and thankfully we have a winner in the border war between Kansas and Missouri. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Well, that toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man, there was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. Crosses to 40. Gives him the big stiff arm. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Duke! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the punt team. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Sets up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Blue Devils are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's King. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Stanford quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll immediately call timeout.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Buys a little extra time. It's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Stanford going back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the route is on. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Plucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Get ready.
Quarterback will keep it. The Blue Devils get enough for the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field, but they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one.
Returner goes out of bounds.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle and tackled there by the defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's King. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense in a split backfield. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeps it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Got it behind the line. It's Hall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford to the line on third and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. Shows him the stiff arm. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. Got a little space. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils are flying down the field.
Get set.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry up. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. He just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Let's go.
And off to Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want...
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Oh, better look out! And it's loose! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll try the run. Oh, what a move. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing